All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start blocking the rest of, let me make these into a new layer. All right, just so I don't select these lights and four. Save. All right, so what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna keep working on my reference. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna keep working on my poses. So 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to find the down pose. So the contact and find the down pose around here. I think Maya didn't save up to this point, so I might have to redo this down part. So I'm going to go down. This foot stays the same, but the rotate X becomes 0. This ball roll, we're going to click on the attribute. I'm going to mouse drag it a little bit more. Bring this forward, the cog or the root control. This will go further to the right because it's going to go to the screen right foot. I'm going to tilt this at an angle. I'm going to push this to the right a little bit more and start bringing this rotate Y further closer to 0. And I can probably even push this even further and then have the toe bend. And just bring this up a little bit. I might even need to bring the knee a little bit further in. Let me just select what select the curves, press S just so I can scroll back. Okay, so the arms are coming down. And this is tilting this way. We're going to push it to the left so it's a little bit more balanced. This is also tilting this way. The arms are going to come down a little bit. Bring the elbow a little bit up so it'll act like a pendulum. This will come forward. And select the curves that I have here, press S. And just see what the head is doing. Tilt this back. Remember to scrub between keyframes. I'm using the comma and period keys. So I can scrub through to see how things are looking. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the up pose. So I have so far 1, 1, 2, and then I'm going to work on the passing pose for here. So I'm going to find the passing pose. So I'm going to look at the side portion of the reference. And I might need to, 33 is good. did end up. That's fine. So I'll shift select both of these, the root control and the foot, just so I can like move them together for right now. And now just click on the root, make this a little higher. This will go to the left a little bit. This will lean further towards the right. And I'll make the rotate Y 0. And bring this up a little bit more. Bring this more to passing. And I'll take the toe bend and middle mouse drag so there's a little bit more overlap there. As for the torso IK, the arrow, I'm going to make rotate Y 0. And then I'm going to counter tilt this towards the hips because he's trying to keep all the weight on this side. All right. This arm is going to go down and back. Right. This elbow will be closer to being straight. Bring this arm, shoulder control a little further down. Now this arm, I will bring this a little bit forward. Bring the wrist a little bit more. Make it a little bit more relaxed. So I might have to go a little bit away from reference just so I can get a better silhouette and less twinning. All right. And tilt a little bit more even the head. I can select all the curves. Save my up pose. And then find the high pose now. And then around here, frame right here. We'll do frame 36. Actually, no, 35, yeah. So again, this is the highest the body will be. So I'm going to bring this up a little bit further, move it forward. Also, the ball roll for the standing foot or the weight-bearing foot, I'm going to bring the ball roll up. And this gives me more wiggle room to move the root control. So I'm going to bring this a little bit forward more. And now this is also going to start going to the side. The tilt is going to lessen, as well as the leg, the right Y rotation is going to go more towards screen right. So it's going to rotate this direction because now this foot is coming forward. So we'll bring this foot forward now. Let's make sure this is a little bit more. Tilt. We'll make rotate X 0. Oh, wrong one. I thought I selected the foot. Undo that. Okay, we're going to undo the ball roll to 0 and the toe bend to 0. And then we'll turn this into more of an X rotation. And also lower it. It doesn't need to be so high. And I might lower the X rotation too. Right down there. I don't want it to be similar to this the weight-bearing foot, that's why. Alright, so now that I have that, I'm also going to bring the arms, the torso first, sorry. This will be more closer to this direction. And this towards screen left now. And translate it a little bit just to get the body to not look so deformed. And I will bring the shoulder and the shoulder control, arm control back. Bring this down a little bit. Let's see. Right. Bring this screen right arm forward. And then the arm forward as well, the elbow. Also the clavicle. Rotate this forward. Push this a little bit forward. Ah. Flip the controls, press S. So now I'm going to go to the contact pose, which is right here. Yeah, so at frame 39, right here, if you notice where my mouse is, that's the contact pose. So I'm going to move the root, and I'm going to shift select the passing foot forward. Now I'm going to move this foot forward and change the rotate X. Also going to bring these down. Go. Bring this a little bit forward as well. And I will rotate or ball roll for the foot that's behind a little bit more. I'm going to bring this leg and arm a little bit more forward, a little bit to the side, screen left. And I'm going to make the tilt, whoops, rotate Z, 0. And I'm going to push the Y rotation, and then rotate Z in this one, 0 as well. And just push the Y rotation here. There we go. And bring the shoulder back. So it might be a little bit too high really in most of these. Right. It's a lot of like guesswork here. Swing this back. And bring this wrist. I'm going to snap it back just to give it some overlap. Yeah, this is way too far. I'm going to reset this and bring all the translates to 0 just to be able to wise it up. Just, yeah. I'm probably pushing the rig a little too much. And This arm will go forward a little bit more. Yeah, it's looking a lot better. Y, a little bit. And rotate the head a little bit. I'm going to select all the curves again and press S, and then just scrub to see how this is looking. Alright, and then I'm going to do, so I've done, let's see, I've done 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, and now I'm going to finish the last few poses. So I'm going to make a down step. So I'm going to find the down pose here. So I think I already landed on it. Yeah, because it starts rising. So we'll go right here. So at frame 41, this, I already know rotate X will be 0. So the foot's now planted. The ball roll for the back foot will be a little bit higher in value. I'm going to push the root control forward. And remember, this is the down pose, so this has to go further down. Maybe not by much, but it still needs to go down, and then it'll start moving to the left and increasing in the tilt of the rotate Z here. And we'll start making rotate Y further towards the center line. Same thing here. We're going to rotate Y, rotate Z here on the torso towards this side. So I'm rotating towards the left. And I'm just going to push it also this way. And let's see. Yeah, I started doing that already. Rotating it this way. This arm's going to start going down. Push the rotate Z further back. And snap this down. And this arm will start going a little bit forward. And I will also make the elbow a little bit straighter, but not completely straight. Because it's gonna, like, this, kind of like a pendulum, it's gonna bend as it's swinging forward. Kind of like a swing, there we go. As it's, you know, at the bottom point of that pendulum, it's straight, but then when the swing gets, you know, at the peak, it kind of hangs and creates that little U shape. It's kind of like that, if you want to think about it like that. Tilt this a little bit to the left, to the right, screen right. I'm going to select the curves again, press S, and I'll just like make sure, scrub back and forth. I'm working in perspective, but you can also work, remember I'm selecting the arrows and the rotates one axis at a time. Make sure to do that when you're doing it. And then I'm moving to the passing pose, which is at frame 46 on the timeline, but 57 here on the image reference. So I'm going to go to frame 46. Move this up, bring the back foot to a passing pose, make this towards screen left, make the tilt even higher, and since it's the passing pose, rotate Y. I know really tends to be at 0. The torso will also be rotate Y, 0. And then I'm going to counter animate the tilt. Alright. Really, I can even rotate Z here, but I don't want to confuse you guys. I can bring this up a little bit higher too. And a little bit more forward. So there's a little bit more balance, see? You know, that's the center of gravity. You want to be able to make it seem like he can stand on that foot. So his weight kind of needs to be a little bit more, there's a bit of a diagonal here if you look at it from the front view. Okay, I'm going to bring this arm really down, and especially the elbow. Elbow's catching up now. We'll relax this wrist a little bit more. Rotate X on that arm. Bring the Y down. Rotate Z. A little bit more. On the X. Okay, this arm is going to start coming forward. Elbow come up a little bit. Start getting this out of that relaxed pose in the wrist, because now it's kind of starting to get its own will in there. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to just make sure the shoulder's a little bit more. There we go. You want the clavicle to mimic what the shoulder or arm control is doing here. Alright, we'll tilt this head a little bit more neutral. I'm going to select all the curves. I'm going to press S. So notice it takes more frames to get up than it does to get down. It's something to... And then I'm going to get to the final high pose, which would be right around frame 48 here. So I'm going to move this forward, move this a little up because it's the up pose. I'm going to ball roll this a little bit more. I'm going to go up, side, rotate Y. I'm going to rotate Y here. And bring this to screen right and minimize the tilt here. Same thing here. I'm going to minimize the tilt. And bring the rotate Y more away from 0 and rotating towards like this, if you see how my mouse is moving, because the arm is coming forward here. Bring the arm forward. Rotate Y the elbow. Bring the wrist a little bit more at a fluid angle here. And the clavicle. And arm back, this arm. Okay. Elbow a little bit further back and snapping the wrist. And making the clavicle kind of mimic this, what's going on in the body. Alright. So now I have that, and I'll bring this foot forward now. Make the ball roll 0, toe bend 0. We need a little bit more. So it's, and rotate X now. Actually, I'm going to rotate X. Do more. There we go. Kind of like that. All right, so I'm going to again select the curves, press S. There, and now I'm going to find the contact pose, which is right here at frame 50. So you can end it at 50. You can probably do way less than 100. I think I may have overestimated the amount of frames for four steps. So I'm going to bring down the cog or the root and bring with the back leg. I'm going to increase the ball hold. Make this a little bit further forward and bring this down as well. Bring this foot control forward. Make the rotate X in the negative side. Bring this a little bit more forward. And bring this leg a little bit more forward. This root control forward. Alright. And then start moving this to the screen right with positive X, and also bring the foot value to translate Y to 0. There we go, that's Y. Alright. I'll bring the root control even further down and forward. Alright. Rotate Z will now be completely at 0 for the root control. And bring this again further to the positive x-axis, and for the torso control, rotate Z will now be at 0. You can bring forward the Y control here. And then I'm going to bring forward the arm a little bit more. And this arm a little bit more. And then I'm going to do the final arm. Just bring this a little bit back. And tilt the head a little bit more to screen right. Alright, so I think we're good. I'm going to select the curves, press S, and just kind of scrub through, see how it looks. Great. Okay. So we're going to stop here. And I'm going to press save. I'm going to save my scene as. Actually, I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to increment and save. Continue. And so this video will be uploaded to Canvas as well. All right. Take care. Bye.